Hello, welcome to our Bluey litter and their 6-week update. My name is Rachel with Bourbon and Lace Doodles, and so when we have a litter, I try really hard to do weekly updates. So we're going to start off with Bluey. This is Bluey. She's first on our list. She needs another eye trim, which I think I have that scheduled. I have it planned for tomorrow. We're gonna do paws and eye trim, and I'm gonna try to set up the camera to record it so that you guys can see what it looks like, or at least post it on Instagram. So if you don't follow us on Instagram or Facebook already, do that, because that is probably where that video will land. So yeah, this is Bluey. She wants to go back into play. She's got a little bit of white on her chest. I will do weight updates. So at 6 weeks today, she weighed in at 4 pounds even. So she is currently our smallest puppy. She's really sweet. What can I say about Bluey? Let's see. She is probably our most reserved when it comes to new things. She's not like super skittish or anything that I've noticed. She just takes a little bit longer to be all in for that project or for that plan for the day. So this is Bluey. At 6 weeks, they've had their crates in their pen now for a week. Probably about halfway through this week, we will transition to closed door crating to get them used to that. I will not say that they are crate trained when they go home, but they do have crate exposure, and it should be much easier to complete that at home. Let's see, next is going to be Bingo. Get her info up here. Here we go, I'll take her. My daughter's handing her to me. The lighting is not great today, so I have my ring light in front of the window, and it's like plugged in awkwardly to the only place the only outlet that works. So, well, works for positioning anything. So this is Bingo. I'll hide behind her so it can focus. And she is all mostly white. She's got a little bit of color back here on her tail, and right here she's what we would consider an apricot color here on her ears. So a party colored girl because she's white with spots of color. Bingo weighed in this morning at 4 pounds and 15 ounces. I think that makes her our largest girl. Still not huge, but she's our largest. What can I say about Bingo? She is in the top 2 for most desired to be with people. So she really, really loves the attention. And if you're not around, you will know when she wants it. She knows how to use her little voice, although it's sweet. And she's still like loved around here. Probably because she's just so easy. Like, as you can see, like you can do pretty much anything to Bingo. And she's just happy that she is with you. So that's Bingo. All right, so this is Rusty. Rusty is our darkest red boy. He is not quite our biggest. He is 5 pounds, 3.9 ounces today. So almost 5 pounds, 4 ounces at 6 weeks. Oh, there he is, I'll focus on him. He is one of the easiest for me to do the handling with. So I don't know that I've shown on these videos yet how we do the handling. We do it daily. So it looks something like this. So this is, I'll just do an example on Rusty. Cover the eyes, you touch the nose. It's like, that tickled. Sorry, I did it really late. And then I put my hands in their mouth. I'm gonna look at their teeth. He's got good teeth. I tug on the ears a little bit, and this just gets them used to being handled wherever. And I'm gonna go up his back. I'm gonna pull on his tail a little bit. We're gonna touch his paws, which I just trimmed clipped all of their nails 2 days ago. I think it was 2 days ago, maybe 3. That's 180 nails. If you don't know, 10 puppies is 180 nails to trim. And then lastly, I flip them over on their back and we rub the belly. Now, not every puppy loves this position right here. That doesn't mean they're a bad puppy. It's just they don't necessarily love being touched as much as another puppy. But Rusty has no issues in this way. Huh. All right, so that's Rusty. All right, so this is Coco. She's like, what are we doing here? Hey, they're playing with the rattle. All right, so this is Coco. She is an apricot girl. She's got some white markings, but honestly, as she gets older, I think I say this every week, they may not be noticeable. So she's got a little bit on her paws, just at the tips, and her back right here. She's got some on her chin, down to her neck. She has a tiny bit right here on her chest. Coco likes to snuggle. She's kind of just a middle of the road puppy. She doesn't like stand out as like super needy for attention, but she's super happy to have it. She weighed in at 4 pounds, almost 8 ounces this morning. So she's in the middle of our girls as far as weights go. Huh. And I'll show you. See, she's also another one that is. He's certainly okay with this, huh? Huh. Hey, sweetheart. She makes really sweet eye contact. Not with the camera. They're not thrilled with the camera, but. All right, so that's Coco. All right, we'll do Muffin next. Here's Muffin. My ring light is making her look a little bit yellow. She's fresh and clean. She just had a bath. So that's Muffin. Let's see. Muffin is our only brown-nosed girl, which means right now, I don't know if you can see, she's got green eyes, which will turn to like a light, like hazel color. I'm trying to think. I don't know. They're not dark brown like a black-nosed puppy would be. I'll have to see if I can insert a picture here. I'm trying to find her weight. Muffin weighed in at 4 pounds, 11.4 ounces. So this is Muffin. Muffin likes the attention also. And is good to be scooped up. She's a favorite for the kids just because she just likes snuggles. I mean, they like all the puppies, right? But there's some who just kind of like curl up and hang out with you or try to play with you more than like their siblings. And that would be Muffin. So that's Muffin. Now, them playing with their sibling, like preferring to play with their siblings over people, doesn't mean much when it actually comes time to go home because they're not going to have a whole litter of puppies to play with. But for now, in our house, they do. So you can kind of see the differences there. All right, so that was all right, this is Mackenzie. Mackenzie is our only brown-nosed boy. It's Bingo wants to be picked up. All right, and he's got white paws and a white chest, and he's just another middle of the road guy. He's got a little bit of white right here. He likes to play with people. He likes to play with his siblings, and he seems to be liking this. We've already done the handling for the day, but here he is. I don't know if I gave his weight. I don't think I did. So Mackenzie's weight this morning was 4 pounds, 5.8 ounces. So I think he's the smallest boy that we have. Again, there's not a huge range in any of them. All right, here is Jack. Jack, oop. Bingo's trying to get into my stuff. All right, so this is Jack. Jack is another middle of the road puppy. Jack likes his naps. He likes his snuggles. It's not hard to please Jack. He doesn't stand out too much, which can be a good thing. We'll see how they test. Their temperament testing will be next week. So I look forward to doing that and being able to share that with our families on our list. We do still have 3 spots left on the list, but 7 of the puppies, we don't know what you're spoken for because we don't do selections until after they've had their temperament testing and their vet checks. That's the way I like to do it. So this is Jack, just a red puppy with a black nose, who's super sweet. I'll show you, I'll see how he does with his. Jack, you're a little snuggle guy. All right, so that's it for Jack. Who do we have? Ooh, Bandit. All right. Here's Bandit. Bandit is our biggest boy. Bandit likes to snuggle. He does not love being turned over on his back for it, but he loves people and he loves to just come in and just snuggle. Bandit is almost all white, with the exception of this little color here on his ear and this little half of a mustache that he's got right here. He is just so sweet, and I assume it's because he's white. I think I've said this before. He is so soft. They're all super soft, but like the white hair just has just a slight edge, and he is licking my neck. Let's see how big he is. I turned the heat up after their bath in here, even though we blew them most of the way dry. I forgot to turn it down. So it's a tad bit warm in here. Let's see. I try to do these in order, but some of them are sleeping in kennels, and so we broke up our order. Let's see, when Bandit. Bandit weighed in at 5 pounds 9 ounces today, and he is our biggest boy. And he's super sweet. Huh. Again, he is not yellow. This is the light, the ring light that's doing it. I have it like on a warm setting. But, oh, and there went my clipboard. I took it away from Bingo. So he, again, like he will tolerate being on his back, but it's not his favorite position. Huh. It's not your favorite. No. But he will, like, eventually just melt. He's a melter. So that is it for Bandit. All right, this is Winton. Again, he's not yellow, but it looks that way. Let's see if I can change the light settings. There. See, not yellow, he's white. I will put in, I did their 6-week baths today. Not that I do it on 6 weeks, but it works to do it before pictures anyway, get them nice and fluffy. But I mentioned in that video, which I will try to insert into this, is that because we use a tray with a grate for their potty training start, their beginning, they are really good at using it. Therefore, they stay pretty clean. So I did baths today, but they didn't really need them. But because it is my goal to send puppies home on track with desensitization to grooming, we did baths and we blow dried them. So they are all clean. But again, they weren't super dirty before, which is nice. All right, so this is Winton. I'm gonna try to get him up here. He got woken up from a nap. So he is, hey, you look in the camera? He's so cute. And it's raining outside. Or hailing. I probably don't need the sprinkler on that I turned on this morning. All right. Winton also does not have a ton of color, with the exception of his face. He's probably, I would probably consider this an apricot. It's really close to like just a red. He's darker than like Bingo, but there goes the clipboard. But he doesn't have a lot of color on him. He's again white. Let's see. Did I say Winton's weight? I don't know if I did. Winton weighed in at 4 pounds 6 ounces this morning at 6 weeks. That doesn't sound right. I'm gonna double check. I think it might have flipped to another page. Nope, 4 pounds, 6 ounces. So that is Winton. Do this. And then I think we only have Honey left, so I'll grab Honey real quick. All right, so last but not least, this is Honey. Honey is another middle of the road puppy. She likes to be held, but she doesn't like come up and like, you know, just beg you for that attention. She likes to play with her siblings. She is red, which she's got like a tiny bit of white right here, and a white chest and a white chin, and some of her paws have some white on them, just a little bit on the toes. All of the puppies are furnished, which means they're all gonna have like the fluffy faces and just be more closer to the non-shedding. I will never say non-shedding when it comes to any puppy, just because you have, every dog sheds, every dog loses hair. There's just some breeds that lose it less than others, and poodles and goldendoodles are among those. So I have 3 adults in my home, and the only time I ever find dog hair would be from their mom after she's given birth. Other than that, we don't find hair anywhere, not on us. That is not true. We have 4 girls in this house and we find lots of our hair, but for dog hair, we don't really see anything other than like postpartum for Daphne, which is normal. Just like in humans, dogs can lose their hair after they give birth. So anyway, that is Honey. And that will wrap it up for this week. Again, we do have 3 spots on our reservation list left. So those would be picks 8, 9, and 10. And they will probably be done, not this weekend, but next weekend or close to it, after they've had their temperament testing and their vet visit, just so that we have all the information possible when it comes time for our families to pick. I will try to insert their bath video for the day. It is way sped up because it was an hour and a half long, and no one has time for that. So here's them. And until next week, we will say goodbye. Today is bath day. This is the shampoo that I use. It's Berry Gentle by Nature's Specialties. It's a gentle face and body wash, so it's good for puppies. This is Bandit. I put it into a bottle, as you can see there, a squirt bottle with water. Just dilute it a bunch, and it just really helps to be able to disperse it evenly on the puppy. I am then handing off to my daughter. So this is Bingo, as you can see here. These puppies actually did not super need baths. Because we use a tray and grate system for their potty, they're super good at using it and they stay pretty clean. But because they will be groomed, this is Muffin, by the way, because they will be groomed for the rest of their life and baths are just going to be part of that, we still expose them to it. This is Winton here, little cutie. So yeah, lots of exposure for these puppies. So we want them to be, not that they're going to love every second of it, right? But we want them to be used to it and know that it's just a fact and it's going to happen. When it comes to the face, I do, unless it's absolutely necessary, avoid using the shampoo, even though it's a gentle one, on their face at this age. However, I do expose them to water. I believe this is Honey that I have here, by the way. I do run water over their face and, clean it as if I were using shampoo, but I don't use shampoo. This is our little brown-nosed boy, Mackenzie. He's the only brown-nosed boy we got in this litter. If you pay real close attention, not that you need to, you'll see some of them try to hop out of the edge, and it's not because they don't want the bath. Actually, everyone was super awesome for the bath. They had no problems with it. But some of these puppies are really curious and wanted to know, what lays outside of the sink here. So that was kind of fun to see who was more curious that way. This is Coco Girl. But it's super nice that I have the help that I do. I was able to do the wet part, although my daughter got pretty wet too. This did require a change when I was done here. And she also changed, but I hand her off and she's able to towel dry and blow dry while I get the next puppy started. So it really did help streamline this, even though it still took about an hour and a half. It takes what it takes. You can only do it so fast when you've got 10 to do. This is Rusty, I believe. Rusty was awesome. I say that like the others weren't. Everyone was really good. Some had a little bit more fear when it came to the blow dryer. That was Bluey, I believe. This is the first time that we are using the high velocity dryer on them. In the past, we've just used my hair dryer, but now that they're getting older, we are starting to use the high velocity dryer on low to get them used to that, because that's something that is going to come with their grooming as time goes on. So we've been exposing them to sounds and all of this, but it's just continued. I believe this was Jack. I think Jack was my last one. But Jack's a sweetheart. I squeeze some of the water out of their coat as we go. It helps them dry faster, but we are done.